think I need to get off the internet for a little bit.
Well, to distract myself from all the amazing work from Tsaiwolf, I think it's time for me to look at something. Today we are going to be reviewing Armada smokescreen. Hopefully this will not turn out to be as bad as the last one. But to be fair, I don't think I own any Transformers that are as bad as that last one. Well, anyways, let's just get right to it. Now, of course, he turns into some type of construction vehicle, I guess. That's all I can say. Maybe some type of tow truck with, you know, you got the towing cable here on the back. So I guess some type of mix between a tow truck and a construction vehicle. I don't know. I don't know what you would call this, to be honest, other than a crane. Now, one thing I feel compelled to point out, he is actually a really little dude. I don't have any Transformers to compare with, but he's not the biggest toy ever. I mean, you could tell by the size difference between him and the pony toys that he's not really that big. But let's enough. But his little size is well enough made up for. Yeah, this thing is as big as the toy. In fact, it's probably a little bit longer when if you used to take it off and put it next to the toy. It's actually a little bit, just about the same length, if not maybe longer. So pretty much most of his size and girth is made up for this. We'll get back to this. Then you got this other feature here. You can do that. That's okay, I suppose. You can extend the hook. It's off camera. Give him like a little tail or something. But you cannot. But you can retract it by doing that. But the easier way to do it is to flick this little blue switch here and just roll him along. And as you do that, it sucks up the thing. Let's see if I can get that on camera. Yes. Very, very effective and very simple little device. But the only real unfortunate thing is, even after the switch is turned off, the wheel still kind of makes this somewhat obnoxious grinding sound. So as you roll it along, it's a little obnoxious. It doesn't roll that well just because of that feature. It could just be a problem of mine. It's just the gears grinding up against each other. Well, there's not really much else to cover in this vehicle mode other than the fact that you can open this. It doesn't really reveal anything. All it does is reveal some type of mold detailing. Can I get that focused? I don't care. Well, here he is in robot mode, and of course that crane is about to hit the camera. It is quite a long thing. I mean, in fact, it's the crane that really almost makes him keep his balance in a way, but at the same time it makes him very top heavy, so it's a very annoying thing in that aspect. The main reason why the crane kind of benefits his stability is because he has no heel spurs. So this massive weight kind of keeps him on his toes, literally. But unfortunately, he's very tipsy because of it. Not the best design in the world. He doesn't stand up very well. It's not that much of a problem. I've seen much worse, but there are other issues to speak of. Like, for example, his lack of articulation. He's by no means as bad as, say, like Sideswipe, but he's still no Rebel Tech. I mean, his arms can rotate at the shoulder. They could go out from the body. That's pretty much all they can do. I mean, his elbow can sort of do that, but other than that, there's really nothing you can do. Got his legs, which go forward and back, and go out from the body, which is okay, but they don't have any knee. They just kind of rotate here, but they don't actually bend, which is very annoying because the articulation in his legs are pretty much useless without that. And then we get to probably my biggest complaint of all. He has head articulation. I put those in air quotes and put a question mark at the end of it for one reason. Yes, his head does turn, and definitely, but you have to move the crane to turn it. Some type of, yeah, automorph going on here. It is, you know, you can actually make it to where you can rotate his head without moving the crane. So that's not totally a thing, but it's not really designed to do that. It's probably one of the dumbest design choices I've ever seen. I'm not sure what they were thinking. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, that's right. I actually have his minicon. For once, I'm actually reviewing a complete toy. You probably thought that would never happen, did you? Well, here's this little minicon. Lift door. I guess that's okay. A little cute guy. Some type of forklift of some sort. I don't know. Yeah. Simple enough. Go ahead and transform him into his cute little robot mode. That part is he actually has better articulation than Smokescreen here. And that's actually why he's created for being one of the best minicons out there, because bump the camera. His arms can rotate at the shoulder, they can bend at the elbow, his head can actually rotate, which is amazing. I knocked over Smokescreen. And his legs can go forward and back and bend at the knee, which is all well and good. Let's get a look at that ugly face though. I've always thought his head was ugly. I don't know about you. He's got that one humongous eye. Looks like he lost a really bad fight. Let's see if I can stand up drunk boy over here. Well, let's go. I've been putting it off enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at his minicon feature, if I can even get it in camera. In fact, okay, so self-explanatory. Peg the minicon on the minicon peg. Okay. You're not ready for this. I can guarantee you aren't. No words can describe just how big this is. Unless you see it, until you see this in person, you have no idea just how very ridiculous but somewhat awesome this is. In fact, his cannon is the size of an animated leader class toy. In fact, it's actually a little bit bigger. But to be fair, I am breaking the rules a little bit because you're supposed to retract it. But really, isn't it just more fun to have it fully out like that? I mean, it brings a smile to my face every time I see it. It's very laughable to me. And, well, yeah, as you can tell, he doesn't really stand up when it's fully out like this. But still, with that said, this is one of my favorite features of the toy. Even if it is kind of stupid and it really does kind of hinder the toy. Yeah, well, whatever. It's still an okay feature, I guess, just because it's just so laughably oversized and big. It's like he's compensating for something. Actually, let's not make jokes like that because I'm really not in the mood right now. That's actually why I looked at this toy. Oh, and one thing you probably have noticed. Yeah, it still works. Donuts. But no, it doesn't really serve a purpose. And of course, you probably haven't noticed it has a minicon peg on it. Not sure why that's really necessary. Is it so you can just pull them around using the minicon? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even care.